Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Clay Knives, yet again coming at you with another Let's Play of Vagrant story. Hopefully the audio and visual issues will be finally cleared up by this video. I appreciate the patience of the 4 YouTubes out there watching it. Yesterday's video, the problem was the mic was too close and too loud, as opposed to the earlier videos where it was too soft, but I think we may have that solved. I spent a bit of time off camera upgrading the Fandango, not as much as I said, but I did get it up to a human level 10. We're going to need that in a bit. Last episode, Sydney said some cryptic things to us. We looked inside our own horrible past and saw that Ashley blames himself for the death of his wife and child, and that Sydney wants to play a little game with him. Regardless, Sydney went back this way, and we now have the sigil to open the locked door that was earlier in this dungeon, in the room Smoke Barrel Stair. So we're going to go back there and see what we can find. We have learned another ability. Wow, that is very amazing. We must have gained magic. In fact, that will cause us to redo our chain abilities here. Instead of temper, I don't like the damage it does to the DP of the weapon. We're going to put that on gain magic. Let's see if I can show you a chain in motion on that wolf when we get down to the floor. I know there's a lot of cutscenes at the beginning of this game. However, as the game continues, it will become a straight dungeon crawl. And this is actually one of the few dungeon crawls I can play. I'm not a fan of the genre, but this game does it so well and so uniquely that, what can I say? I'm also a big fan of the philosophies in this game. There's some very interesting stuff going on here, particularly as related to the metaphysical power of this world, where there is a dark energy that exists, but there's no real comparable light energy. It's all about how you use the dark. It's a very existential game, and it has some very cool stuff in it, and some very memorable characters. But enough about that. We shall kill some wolves. Regardless, there's not much else to say. I may reveal a bit more about myself the farther we get in the Let's Play. But for right now, we're going to try and keep it a little hidden. Suffice it to say, I will damn, some slowdown. Suffice it to say, more will come out as more is relevant. I will say right now I am living in Virginia, having just relocated from New Jersey, where I lost my job. So hence this Let's Play may be the only useful thing in my life. And if Ashley Riot does not provide me philosophical guidance, I look to you, YouTubers, your comments, even if they are negative, to guide me through this troubling time of boredom and God damn it. This game is glitching. Little glitchy. Beyond that, despite what this game seems to be, it will get a lot tougher. A cure root. Should we take that? I think we should. Remember, there is a gust trap on that panel right to my left. A critical hit on a bat. Ashley's so proud of himself for that. Ashley Riot. If he wasn't going to be a risk breaker, he would have had to have been a rock star. That's how Sydney gets his cult. He has invented amps that run on a magical energy. Look at that wolf. Look at that wolf. Real clever. Sydney and Hardin are trying to start the band Metallica, but I won't join it unless they move to San Francisco. Let's go through here. Is this the right room? It is. We'll use the sigil, which will turn dust, and let us proceed into uncharted territory. I beg of you, stop the pain. Don't you know a zombie when you see one? Is this some magic, or merely the power of Leomonde? It doesn't matter, sir. You will die. Ooh, rapier. Let's take a look at that. Bronze sword. Piercing, one-handed. We'll hold on to this. We may disassemble this. I'm not sure. We're going to keep using the Fandango for now. I love how violent this game is and how just dark it is. It's supposed to take place in the same world as Final Fantasy XII and Tactics, and while I do believe it could take place in the same world as Tactics, regardless of what our half-assed connections they attempt, there's no way this game took place in the same world as 12. Is this too part of your game, Sydney? Risky, but we're gonna do it. They will hit us if we keep missing these chains. That one was the prominent threat in the room. Yeah, cure wall. You should really try and kill every monster you fight. I will not be following this later on during the game. There's some parts of the game that require a lot of backtracking, and there's a couple particular parts of the game where you have to run around the inner and outer walls of Leomonde, and the lizard men are in there, and I think they're some of the toughest regular enemies in the game due to their incredible reach. He hit me. He hit me in the arm! Nice, picking up some spoils. So what else has been going on? I saw Machete. It's a fantastic movie. I saw it twice. I love that exploitation, dirty, dirty movies. And I thought it was one of the finest movies I've seen in a while. And I would heartily recommend it. Lindsay Lohan is nude more often than not, and Jeff Fahey plays one of the best villains I've seen in a long time. And, oh, yes. There is a boss in here, I believe. I believe that's correct. Where are we? The Hero's Wine Hall, near the exit. There is a boss here. Rather unexpectedly. I believe this is Dullahan. Come on, punk. Oh, we may be in some trouble here. Single-edged physical evil. Okay. First things first. Let's cast Degenerate on him. Lower that defense. Oh, strength. Bastard. Come to me, child. See, my risk is getting too high, starting to miss him. Oh, that was a nice hit. Not too difficult a boss, but because there's no save point before him, if you just run in this room like I did the first time I played this game, he can catch you unawares. And there's not really many, I don't think there's any really evil enemies to level up a weapon against before you get to him. But as long as you stay calm, you can take him down. He doesn't hit as hard as the Minotaur did. What would you like, children? What would you like? We will take HP plus 3. Elixir given to soldiers by Leomani's monks in ancient times. Adds a few points of HP. We want that. In fact, we want it all. Always use your elixirs. Right away, I usually like to use them. Because it's difficult to get your guy maxed out in this game. And you can be fighting the last boss kind of underleveled. But I believe that's all the time we have